Welcome back into the channel, my friends. Coming in. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Another kind of gloomy day out on the lake, folks. Yep, happy what is it? Christmas Eve. So yeah, it's just a couple days towards the whole holiday. Happy holidays, my friends. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you had a great weekend. We are just getting started. Basically our first cast on feed. And temperatures about 40, 45 degrees. It's not too bad. Not in this cold back here. The wind's a little bit less than what we've been dealing with. Besides a few people down there by the fountain, we've got pretty much the whole lake to ourselves. That's our first cast of the day, folks. And I got one of my little favorites, Crappie Man Green. Steve Turner, one of his little pours on a 1/16 ounce jig. Yeah, you guys know the best techniques down here. Just getting started, folks. Yeah, I dressed for it today. I got my overalls back on. I wasn't gonna take any chances. Artificials only today. I did not bring any bait. Yeah, it's a Monday, folks, so you can understand people are kind of sluggish after the weekend. Might be a few people a little later on out here. You never know. Not like I like it peaceful and quiet out here, folks. Got a rooster tail tied on the other rod there. I'm going to be taking some casts with it. Does it pop? Come on, buddy. Come on. Yeah, you just sank that for a second. Like you took a swipe at it. I wonder why we were getting a few less hookups to strikes on our rooster tail the other day. Apparently I lost a hook. Yep, I lost a hook, folks. Our little rooster tail, one of our good ones that have been working so well. I've got other colors, but this chrome blue has been seen. We lost a hook, so we're down to 2 hooks instead of 3. So just a little bit more sporting. Now when you get down to 1, it becomes really difficult to hook. You guys can see we're down at O'Fallon Park in St. Louis, Missouri again. A few more casts before I come check that chat and see what's going on. It's pretty overcast today. Not much sun out. It's popping out every once in a while, but for the most part, it's pretty cloudy. Wind's just enough to make it a little sting. I think it's like 5 to 7 miles per hour. Could be worse. I mean, this is the end of December, so usually we got some snow on the ground. We've already had our snow. Snag. Garbage. Thought I had one on. Just a little garbage there. Check to make sure our hooks aren't bent. Oh, they look okay. Last cast before I come check that chat, okay, folks? Now, that wind's blowing in the corner down there, so it might be a better bet to move that direction. I started over here and I wanted to work my way towards over there. Still got fire tiger, or we still got what, shad pattern. We can try that, folks. Let me get onto this chat and see what's going on. There we go, folks. We're in. Let's see, 10 people in, 9 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pierre Coops, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, Pierre Coops. Appreciate that, my friend. Let's see, Pulsar. What's going on? Pulsar said hi. And Sergey, what's going on? Sergey says hi, Mike. I pressed the like button. I do appreciate that, Sergey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Wartime Fishing, what's going on? Wartime Fishing says, came in for a quick thumbs up. We were on the beach setting up. Sounds good. I wish I was on the beach right now too, my friend. It's a little nipply out here. Let me make sure to get my my regular account in here. Say hello. My backup account. No, apparently not. All right, there you go. I said hi. 14 people in, and let's see, 11 thumbs up. This is awesome, folks. Hope you guys are enjoying your Monday. I hope you guys had a great weekend. And the temperature is about, like I said, about 40, 45 degrees. It's not too bad. I mean, with the wind as slow as it is, it doesn't feel too bad. Could definitely be worse. We're gonna keep moving down, folks. Keep trying further towards this cove. Because the wind's blowing that direction, so they should be pushing them down there. No bait today, only artificial, so we're gonna see if we can catch some. They should be restocking this lake very soon. All right, that was in real close. Let's try out just a little bit deeper. I just got to find the right pattern, the right cadence in which they want to hit this this lure. Maybe even change up colors a few times. Just depends upon what these guys want. This Property Man Green has been working pretty good recently, so good confidence color, good confidence bait to start with. Trying to get the skunk off the feed, folks. You guys are enjoying your Monday. They're closer to the bank again. Gotta focus in when I'm doing this, because got that tree. Dang it. Got her off. Sorry about that. snag up every once in a while on this little crappie jig. Oh, here's one cast. There might be holes over here on the other side. Doing exactly the opposite of what they should be. Let's take a couple more casts with the rooster tail before I figure out anything else. I have one pop right here on the crappie jig. Picked it up and dropped it real quick, but besides that, not pretty much going on. As of yet, I still have to figure it out, folks. Every time you come out fishing, the environment, the weather, the conditions are always just a little bit different. Wind's not blowing quite as bad. Pressure's down just a little bit. Could mean that they're pulling in here just a little bit deeper. It's not that stick. That wind blew me right over the tip of that stick. I had to get it off there. I can figure out a pattern. I can figure out how to catch them. I just got to figure that out first. They're not holding in shallow or deeper. I haven't seen anything hitting the surface yet. That wind might be pushing them down a little bit. Couple more casts with this rooster tail. I'll come check that chat while I think I might change up colors. I haven't hit a silver pattern down here recently. I usually do. No, snagged up again. That feels like it's that. Another stick. All right, last cast before I come check that chat, and we'll change up colors. That's usually the location they're hitting is right out there, but midday it's still early in the day. It's not early enough for them to be hitting the morning, kind of right in the middle. Interesting. All right, tell you what, let's switch this up and I'll come check that chat while I reread this. Get here a little bit closer for you guys. And obviously someone's been fishing here. We've got blood here. We've got other stuff that tells me that there's been some anglers here. Let's see, no frills, no mercy. Maddie, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Maddie says, Mike, brother. And Edits, what's going on? Edit says hi. Appreciate you guys coming in, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Back Mountain Outdoors. Appreciate you coming in. Back Mountain says MVP. Back Mountain says, how are you, buddy? I'm doing okay. You know, it's holiday season. I appreciate you guys coming in, my friends. Always, just nice to be able to spend some time with my friends and family on YouTube. Let's see. Back Mountain says, Maddie, what's up? Let's see. Pulsa says, Turkey, hello. Turkaya, hello. Let's see. Pulsa with the hi. All right, let's 38 people in, 24, 16. Yeah, we're bouncing around. 24 people in and 16 thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think I'm gonna change up colors real quick. Chrome. I haven't got a strike on him today, so we're gonna switch up to like a silver pattern or something here. See if I can find him in here. All right, there we go. There's a nice little shad pattern. That might be a day to try one of these guys. It's a little bit bigger than my regular rooster tail that I use down here. It's not much. It's like a 1/16 of an ounce bigger. Hard pressed to tie a hook when you've only got one good eye, right, folks? And I dressed for this stuff today. I'm not shivering quite as bad. Got on my overalls, got on everything. We might switch up colors too. We'll put like a pink color on our crappie jig. Never know what these guys are gonna want to hit. Right, folks? Yeah, that one cast really. That one cast like almost down the other side. That was a fish at the surface. I saw him down there. Way down there in that cove. Yeah, I thought they might be pulling towards that cove with the wind blowing in this direction. Looks like I might be right. Because that's the first fish I saw. He hit it in there very, very shallow. Yeah, we switched up to a little shad pattern. See if I'm doing good on the. Yeah, we look good. Yeah, this little sucker casts like a bullet, folks. Especially on this little Ozark trails with this like 6 pound, 4 pound test on here. There's another one hit the surface. I think we might be moving a little further down here behind you guys, because that's the only place I'm really starting to see him hitting the surface is way back here in this corner. That was something. Might have just been the bottom. Yep. You want to reel this thing right down the bottom, folks. Get her as close as you can. If you're nipping that bottom, you're casting her pretty good. Get her out there, way out there deep. See if there's anything out there. Barely nipping that bottom, because I can feel that blade stop spinning for a split second when I nick that bottom. Come on, buddies. I know you're out there. I know you're out there. One more cast before we switch up back to the crappie jig. It's kind of a searching game when you've had people fishing down in a location. Let's take one more cast before. You know what? We're gonna switch the crappie jig again. There it is. Might be switching both over. Crappie jigs kind of switch up the colors and stuff. That did not cast right, did it? Stayed on the hook though. That's the important thing. Plus, with this other rod, I can really bomb this 1/16 ounce jig head out there deep. I believe I've got 8-pound test on this one, and I've got 6-pound on the other one. So, the 6-pound tend to cast a little bit better with that really light jig head. Jet plane. That's a good cast, Michael. Well, if it would cast like that every time, I wouldn't even worry about it. We can definitely switch up colors too. I've got some more natural colors. I've got the that hot pink we like to use down here. Seems to work pretty good. Interesting. Yeah, that wind's helping me get at least a better cast because it's blowing that way. I want to slow her down a little bit out here. Slow her down or speed it up. Close as I can to drag that bottom. Conservation have been doing their best to try and keep people from taking way over their limits, but it looks like there has been a number of people fishing down here. This is pretty fresh stuff, so it's either yesterday evening or this morning already. I think we're going to take one more cast with this one before we change up colors. I didn't bring any bait today. All I got are artificial, so I know those guys down there set by that fountain are taking way over their limits because they sit there all day long, and it don't take you but maybe 20 minutes to catch your limit down there by that fountain. That's the way it goes, folks. They can only write out tickets, confiscate fishing equipment, confiscate the fish. That's pretty much all they can do. Hope you guys are having a great Monday, and hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. Very interesting. I'm gonna take one more cast out here, see if I can get this sucker out there deeper. And that's about maybe 30 feet out there. A lot of heavier jig head. That's about as deep as I can get out there. There's a, I'm not sure what kind of bird that is. It's like a, probably just looks like a nighthawk. It's very interesting, folks. I didn't think the cast was great, so let me come back here. Problem cast in that direction so I can really get a cast against the wind. Got him. Fish on hook. Got that one. That's our first fish of the day, folks. Come on, buddy. Come on, I need you. There we go, folks. No skunk on the feed. Awesome fish, folks. Here, buddy. Yeah, that's another nice little female, folks. On Steve Turner, crappiemanjigs.com. Just another awesome, awesome fish, folks. Yep. First fish of the day. Make sure I get you in here for you guys to check that out. I saw that bobber go down. Another gorgeous rainbow trout, folks, down here. Yeah, that was in really shallow, but it hit very good. It's just, that's the second or third cast I went down there by that spot before this fish finally hit. So they're being pressured a little bit, or they're just a little bit sluggish today. Gorgeous fish, folks. First fish on the feed, number 1. It's a gorgeous rainbow trout, folks. Hi, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, let's see what's going on with that trout. Let's see, 64 people in. Incredible, folks. And 31 thumbs up. Awesome. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Saving Grace says MVP. And Wrangley, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Wrangley says, good afternoon from Maine. Let's see, Mercy says, Saving High. Let's see, Back Mountains. Let's see, Saving Grace says, Frills. Let's see, Care Bear, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Let's see, Scene says, nice fish. Thank you, I do appreciate that. Let's see, Wrangley says, nice bow. And Gabrielle, what's going on? Gabrielle says hi. And see, Books on the Horizon says, what are you using? Let's see, right here, I'm using one of Steve Turner, crappiemanjigs.com. One of his hand pours on a 1/16 ounce jig. I believe this is Crappie Man Green. It's a pretty effective lure for rainbow trout. Pretty much no matter what type of color, water clarity, it's very, very effective. I've also got on a bobber about 2.5 feet deep. That way I can bounce that bottom very, very, very slowly. That keeps me from getting in the snags quite as bad. That's odd because the wind's blowing that way. Usually that means it's pushing in that direction. But that fish was over here in this other spot, so it's rather odd. Take one more cast before I come back and I'll check that out again. Just very lightly bouncing that off the bottom. That lure just going dink, dink, dink. Very, very slowly. I've also got on a rooster tail. I have what's that called? An inline spinner. Been trying that around too. That was our first strike. We've only been in about maybe 10 or 15 minutes, so that's not too bad. One fish already on feed. Yeah, I wanted to see if there was another one over there real quick. Let's see. Nas says, what are you catching? We're fishing primarily for rainbow trout today, though I wouldn't be unhappy if I got a big old crappie or largemouth bass. Let's see, Hooksit says nice. And let's see, I'm gonna have to go to channel here real quick. Let's see, Mario, what's going on? Mario says hi. Appreciate you guys coming in. I hope you're having a great day. Let's see, 74 people in, 34 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are also casting a rooster tail. I'm going to be changing up colors. Chrome blue, silver, bumblebee color. We've also got fire tiger. This is a better lure for getting your distance, because sometimes these fish will be way out of your range of casting. And these little inlines, they cast like bullets, folks. Now, hooking them can be tricky because the rainbow trout tend to just nose up at them and nip at them. We've got about maybe 7 or 8 mile per hour wind. Temperature's about 40, 45 degrees. If you're new to the channel, we're in St. Louis, Missouri. This is a little lake called O'Fallon Park. They stock this with rainbow trout during the winter time to give people something to fish for. Because in St. Louis, a lot of the species will go dormant. I got crap on it. I felt that. Get the slightest bit of stuff on these rooster tails and they will, their effectiveness just goes down completely. Nicking that bottom is where you want to cast it, though. You want to have this rolling right by that bottom, folks. These trout will set. They'll set within an inch or two of that bottom, just not directly on it. Unless there's some reason for them to come up. Say there's drizzling rain, or there's a hatch of some kind. Wind's blowing them into the shoreline, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm starting to feel that wind now, folks. I dressed for it today, too. I got my overalls on, got 2 jackets on. I also got gloves, but hard to feel a lot of these strikes if you get them with gloves on. Looks like everyone gave up down there by that fountain finally. They must have either caught them out and spooked them, or just given up for a while. I think we're going to go back to that crappie jig here. I'm going to change up this color rooster tail because silver don't seem to be working either. I put on a fire tiger. I know you bright baits, dark baits, but it can be opposite of that. Sometimes you can go bright day, dark baits. This really depends upon the mood of the fish. Yeah, I think we're going to change up this color again. For now, I think we're going to just move. Well, I think we're going to take a few more casts in this spot. Let's see what says message retracted. Let's see, Wes, what's going on? Let's see, have you caught anything? Yes, we've caught 1 rainbow trout so far. Yeah, that rainbow trout was about a pound. I've been fishing long, my friends. See, Chit, what's going on? Chit says hi. Let's see, Fat Cat, what's going on? Fat Cat says MVP. Let's see, Hookset says, can you try moving to another spot? Of the pond. Yeah, the wind's blowing this direction. We're going to be moving toward, going down this way for a while. That way, we keep moving towards this this cove where this wind is kind of blowing in. keep in where I think a lot of these fish are going to be holding, because usually when the wind's blowing, it'll kind of push them into this cove down here. After this cast, I think we're going to move about maybe 5 or 6 feet down past you guys. All right, I think we're going to move just a little bit, 5 or 6 feet down here. That way we can keep working some new locations. All right, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good, folks. We'll get the backup cell phone, my email. This wall doesn't have quite as many fish on it as down there by that fountain. The only problem is that fountain is heavily fished, folks. That's why I do like it down here. Backhead says, see, Danny, what's going on? I appreciate you coming in. And Miss Giggy, what's going on? Miss Giggy says, hi, Mike and everyone. Danny says, I'm here, Mike, having dinner. All right, I appreciate you coming in, my friend. Let's see, Adam, what's going on? Adam says, hello, Mike. And I'm not sure what you retracted here, but N17, what's going on? Hi, how you doing, N17? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Let's see, Adam says hello, Mike. Hi, Adam. Hope you guys are having a great Monday. I can change up colors, I can change up depths. Just depends upon what these fish want to hit. If this rooster tail doesn't work soon, I'm going to put a crappie jig on it too, or a little paddle tail or something, a little curly tail grub. We'll see. Usually I'll get a few like nips at that rooster tail, but a little slow today with that thing right now. There's the same type of cove. You remember that corner that curves straight around? There's the same type of cove behind you guys, about maybe 30 feet down. So that's where we're working towards. These guys usually stack up in this cove down here. It's just you gotta figure out what cadence they want. What speed, what color. Every day it can be a little bit different. I think we're going to change up colors on this rooster tail. Maybe something bright. I know we're going against what they say, but I think I'm going to try it anyways. Keep our little box with us, folks. That way we can keep our tackle with us. I think I'm going to try a little fire tiger out here. What the heck? And I do like this Ozark trail for casting these rooster tails. See how lightly that line snapped? This is 6-pound test, folks, so it's very, very light. And she's cheap 6 pound tests. These Ozark trails, they got good rods and good reels, but the line kind of stinks on them. So I haven't changed up that line yet. Very, very simple knot here. Spin it around 6 times, put it through the hole you created. You created another hole, put that back through that hole, tighten and pull. Trim off that tag end so she's so that tag end doesn't get in the way of the spinner when she's spinning, and she's good to go. I think we're gonna try a little fire tiger right here, folks. A little bright little. I know that goes against the grain there, what people usually try. Heck, let's try it, folks. Never know. Might be the day they want to hit a bright color. I've only caught 3 or 4 trout on this color. I'm waiting for a real bright sunny day to use it. We haven't got any in a while. Yesterday I was kind of fishing down on the river, didn't do much. I really wasn't fishing per se. I was just kind of sitting down there with a rod out and a fire going. Just kind of relaxing, getting my head cleared. That river is very, very good to do that too, folks. I mean, I had my rods out and I had bait on them, but I really wasn't watching them. I didn't think I got a bite. I was like down there for like 3 or 4 hours. Just sat there relaxing. There are days you want to catch fish and there are days you just want to get out. Come on, buddies. I know you're out there. Wow. Bottom. This little fire tiger should work. I mean, neon green color that they're hitting with the crappie jigs. You think they hit the neon green rooster tail, but they're not really doing it. There you go. Don't go in there. Let me take just 1 or 2 more casts and I'm going to check that cat, okay? Come on. I felt it. Buddy, come on. Hate it when they nose up to the rooster tails. They don't get it. They don't actually hit the bait. They're just kind of nipping at it. Really hitting that hole. Check that chat. See what's going on. If anything. Let's see, Lisa, what's going on? Lisa says, hey, Mike. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Sebastian, what's going on? Sebastian says, hey. How you doing, Sebastian? Hope you're having a great day, my friend. I think we're gonna change up colors here, folks. Try a more natural color. Try my little pinky in the brain color here first. I think shad pattern's not really a good one, so it doesn't seem to be working right now. So let me see what kind of different colors I got in here. That's a little big. That's a little smoke, black and white color. That might work pretty good. Let's try this one, assuming I can get this little stinker on here. I believe this is called smoke. I think we're going to switch up colors here, folks. Put on a little bit more, a little darker color there. So black and white. We're going to try that out here. See if that does any difference. I might try to get this just a little bit deeper. I really want to bounce the bottom because I think these guys have been pressured heavily. Put that about another inch deeper. I know this is on the bottom. I know she's dragging. That's kind of the way you need to do it down here. Oh, that was a pop. Yep, that one just smacked it. Woo-hoo. Yeah, that bobber was just gone. They might be after more natural color illustrations today. On how I missed that one. Yeah, I just bobbed that and that bobber went, ew. We slip our bobber and all. Looks about the right depth. Stinker popped it once. Maybe he followed it in because I was out there a little bit deeper. On there good. Perfect. Our bobber definitely slipped that time. That's a good cast. That's a good cast. Come on. Got him. Got him, folks. Got him that time. Got him that time. Nice, buddy. That's our second of the day, folks. Number 2. Look how fat that little stinker is. Boy, she's about ready to pop, man. Yeah, that was on, check it out, folks. That's on that little smoky color there. See that little smoky color? These barbs are pinched down for the most part, so that hook comes out extremely easily. Another nice one, folks. Nope. Second of the day, number 2. Second on the feed. Look how fat that little girl is. Jeez. Man, she needs to go on a diet, man. Number 2 on the feed. I've got my line wrapped around my leg. There we go. No, it's not, still not off of it. One problem with wearing these overalls is you can't really feel that line when it's around you. All right, girl. Let's get you in here a little bit closer for you folks so you guys can get a chance to see her real good. We'll get her back in the water and get to that chat, and we'll get to some fishing, folks. Another gorgeous fish, folks. Number 2. Second on the feed. Check these guys out when you get them real close. Just those spots, that's a gorgeous fish, folks. All right, buddy. Oh, yeah. See ya. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. All righty. Let's see. Sebastian says, "Hey." And let's see. No, not carp today. We're fishing for rainbow trout in O'Fallon Park, Missouri. Chelsea. Let's see. Chelsea says hi. And so Lisa, what's going on? If you don't have a fish by now, I put in my 400-yard net. Hey, that might work. But yeah, that's breaking that's against the rules down here. You can use cast nets and stuff in the river down here, but in lakes and in pounded locations. Let's see. Lisa says we used a cocktail, a worm and a maggot. That sounds like a pretty good technique, my friend. Let's see. Bora, what's going on? Power bait dough. Good sir. Yeah, but then you have to keep all the fish primarily because this is a catch and keep if you want to keep them. But a lot of times they'll swallow that hook on you. Now, when I'm fishing to, keep, power bait's an awesome bait. Let's see, Chris, what's going on? Chris says hello, everyone. Chris says, hey, MVP, good luck. Let's see, John, what's going on? John says hi. Chris says John. Let's see, Bear says hello, dude. Miss Giggy says, just in time. Beautiful. Let's see, San Diego, what's going on? Hi, Sandy. Hi. Another awesome supporter of the channel, my friends. Let's see, Paul, what's going on? Another awesome supporter of the channel, my friends. Let's see, Paul says, how's it going, my friends? Let's see, Randy says, hello, Mike. We're doing okay. We've got 2 so far. Seems to be Steve Turner J again. We had to switch up colors. They didn't seem to be hitting the bright colors. We had to go to a much more natural color today. The smoky white, smoky minnow, or whatever you want to call it. One of Steve Turner's one of his favorites. I also see NJ using this color quite a lot. Yeah, that one I just happened to feel him peck once, and I just kept on working it and working it. He finally come back and hit it a second time. Temperature's about 40, 45 degrees out here. It's not too bad, not too cold, not too hot. It's kind of one of those stinging days where you can definitely feel the winter in the air, but definitely could be worse out here. Wind's about 4 or 5 miles per hour. Again, that's not too bad. Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Hey, how you going, Mike?
Caught 2 so far.
Okay.
Yeah, just jigging around these edges.
You ain't hit the corn?
Not really. I mean,
that's what I bought, a plate of corn, and I said, well, maybe we hit it on the bottom,
I ain't really using it, to be honest. I'm just casting artificials around today, having some fun. besides that forest ranger's been down here pretty good, so I don't want to have one or two swallow the hook and feel bad about keeping it and then worry about
Right.
having the park ranger around.
Yeah, well,
I do have a
down
fishing,
here last time I was here.
yeah, I do have a fishing license, so I
Yeah.
can catch and release all day long. So
Yeah, well, I gotta, he stopped me first before he got over to eat.
yeah, I know. I noticed that. You missed the day he was down here. He busted somebody down there, confiscated about 25, 30 trout. He had to give those away to a whole bunch of people. Yeah, all you had to do, you would have been down there. He'd have given you your limit, and he would have given you like a slip just to make sure that you had proof that he was donating them to you.
That's good. They normally.
Well, when they confiscate them, they will donate them. Usually they take them somewhere else to donate.
Okay.
Now this guy is like, I don't even want to worry about it. I can donate them to anyone that's got a fishing license down here.
Right.
Chris, he got 2. I got a couple. There's another guy that over there got a couple of them. He just went around the lake for a while and just giving them away. That's the best way to do it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, for someone that's keeping all those fish over there.
Was he given to didn't have no trout still?
Yeah, well, that's what that slip was. Yeah, that's good for 24 hours. You can keep those fish, take them home as long as you in your freezer and you got that slip. I think that's the best idea I've heard. That way,
Yeah.
the fish don't go to waste.
The guy that caught him, I wonder how much trouble he got into.
He got several fines, and he got his fishing gear taken. Now they didn't tow his car or nothing, but they did take all his gear, which is not really that big a deal. I mean, most rod and reel combos are pretty cheap, like $15, $20.
Yeah. 10 or 15 bucks.
Yeah, there's some fish guts up and down here, so there might have been some people fishing down here recently. Hopefully they didn't clean them in this location, or that was really... They're gross. They eat they eat that stuff, so you wind up with a whole bunch of fish that are fed very well. Let's see Chris, let's see Randy says got you. See Melvin, what's going on? Melvin says you mold spooked need to get better with. Let's see. Chris says 9 subs to the 50 mark, Randy. That's awesome, folks. Let's see. Melvin says, hey, Chris, Miss Giggy and Paul. Let's see. Paul says Melvin. It is Melvin, right? Yep, that's Melvin. I do appreciate you guys coming in. By the way, I'll just mention it once. PayPal and Cash App is linked in the description on my channel if you want to donate. If you don't, that's okay. It helps out so much, especially down on these around the holidays, my friends. I'll just like to mention that once on the feed. Let's see, Gator, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in, CT. Let's see, Gator says Cole. Gator says Paul. Sorry. Let's see, Miss Giggy says, fingers crossed for good news, Melvin. Let's see, yeah, I know. Miss Giggy says Gator. Let's see, Chris says, our prayers will be with you, Melvin. What did I miss in chat here, Melvin? Oh, I got you. Tomorrow scan. All right. Yeah, our prayers will be with you. I hope that goes okay. See, Spencer, what's going on? Spencer says you. Could you mod me? I usually don't give out mods very quickly. I'll if you come in for a couple of feeds, that's fine. I also have moderators that help with that stuff. If you come in for a few times, Spencer, I know you've been in a few, at least recently, but I'll leave that up to Danny to, if you see typing in, ask him. I trust him with that sort of stuff. He'll come in there and check to make sure your channel's okay, my friend. I have to be very careful with giving out wrenches because I've had some difficulties recently with people abusing that blue jacket. This rooster tail doesn't seem to be working today. I might be switching her up to a crappie jig too. Let's see, Jackson, what's going on? Jackson says hello, Christy. Oh, I missed some chat here. Let's see, all right, Miss Kiki says Jackson. Let's see, Paul says all further good, Spencer. Tell you what, let me just check here. Yeah, I'm when you come in a few more times, I'll make sure to get you that broom wrench, Spencer. Let's see, Joel, what's going on? Joel says afternoon. Let's see, Chris says two trout so far. Let me make sure to. Oh, if Danny comes in, hopefully he'll be able to get that. Let's see, Fishy Fingers Jackson says, hey, Randy. Let's see, Paul says, but Spencer, I subbed. I did sub too there, my friend. Let's see, Jackson says, hey, Gator. Let's see, Jackson says, hey, Paul. And see, Paul says, hey, Jackson. All right, let me switch up colors again. This bright color doesn't seem to be working, so let me go back to our chrome. Sometimes just switching up colors continuously will work down here, figuring out what color they really want to hit. They can be finicky down here, folks. I mean, sometimes it's just people keep 3 or 4, clean them, and then they come in there and eat the inners, and they just get fed up. Yeah, I did just check your channel, Spencer, so just make sure to come in next feed, or hopefully I'll get you that wrench later on tonight. I'm on my backup channel right now, and I'm trying to keep that extra view going. Seems to help out, at least for live feeds, keeping one of your older viewers in, which happens to be my own backup account. But definitely seems to help. Pop, come on, buddy. Come on. Come at it. Dang it. Missed him. Missed him. Yeah, I bounced it off that stick and then bounced it off there again and he hit it. I had him there for a second. It's interesting. Might be a different way of working today. I bounced it, and I rose it real quick and dropped it and hit it. believe I had that fish hooked and just popped off. He's sitting there too, because I didn't get much of a hook set in him. I just felt that, and that was it. He was gone. Yeah, that's our rooster tail. It's only got 2 hooks left on it. I lost a treble on that the other day. Yeah, those hooks on those rooster tails are so thin wire that they'll oftentimes just break off. Interesting. That one hit blue, like a little darker blue color. I'm not sure if I've got one in this size. I might have a hand tie that's. We'll see here. We're just using artificials today, folks. We ain't even got any like corn or anything today. Kind of gets frustrated when you have one hit like that and pulls off. I think that might be Chris over there fishing. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's definitely Chris. Looks like the wind's dying down too. That's interesting. Kind of the whole lake went dead here. What's on in that chat? Let's see, Paul says, good to hear, Gator. Let's see, Spencer says, thanks, man. Let's see, Spencer says thanks. Let's see, Fishy says nice. Let's see, Spencer says, you're lucky that you're stocked already. None of the ponds near me are stocked with trout. Yeah, it just depends upon the where you're living, how warm the water is. As soon as it gets cooler, they usually stock them. Let's see, Miss Giggy. Let's see, Gator with the LOL. Boy, I'm not gonna. Yeah. I'm not gonna deal with that one, folks. These guys are getting smarter down here, folks. Mind, I can always catch them on corn and stuff, but I ain't bringing any corn today. Just thought I'd come out here for a couple hours, have fun with you guys, hopefully catch a few fish. And I dressed for it today. It's definitely warmer now than it was the other day. And just because I'm dressed a little bit better for it, folks. Doesn't pop. Come on, buddy. Come on. Dang it. That one nipped at it like twice there. Man. Yeah, this one's only got 2 hooks on it, this rooster tail, so they got a little bit more of an advantage to get off the line. Okay, come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. can be nerve-wracking when they peck it like that and you cast it back in there and they just keep on nipping and nipping at it. Got him. Ah, dang it. Got that stick down here again. I gotta walk right down on the spot. Right. And there went the line. Man. That's frustrating. Yeah, that's frustrating, folks. Just lost that rooster tail down there. One of my favorite colors, too. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to figure something else out here. I think I'll put on like a little 1/16 ounce jig head and I might put like a 1/8 ounce on this one because I'll be kind of bouncing this around these edges. I don't want to use any more rooster tails. That's my first rooster tail I lost today. Those things are expensive, folks. Those little end lines cost about $5 a piece. And I don't get many trips to Walmart. I had to have a friend take me down there this year because I couldn't make it down there. Amazon's stock of rooster tails has been terrible this year. It seriously has. The only rooster tails I have in stock are like off-brand, off-color, heavy, big time, and they don't give you a great idea of what the sizes, shape, and colors are in a lot of them. You'll go in there, say a 1/16 ounce rooster tail, and you'll go in there and you'll bury into the settings and you'll figure out the ones they're selling are 1/8 ounce or 1/4 ounce. When you ask specifically for a certain type of bait, and they give you, usually they've got these kits, and this year they haven't had them out. That wasn't in there right. Alright, no, that still isn't quite right, is it? Man, I'm off today with these little paddle tail swim baits. Like that. That's just not going on there right. It's getting on my nerves. I think we're going to try a little pinky in the brain color. A little paddle tail here, folks. Cool little, this is another one of Steve Turner's pours. That's on a, I believe that's on a 1/8 ounce. Not quite as small, but with this little bigger paddle tail, I need a little bit better casting. Gonna let that sink right to the bottom, and we're just gonna bounce that in very, very slowly. I could try reeling her faster for a minute, but I don't think they're gonna. They usually don't strike it like this. That's what happens when you do it like that. It gets tangled around itself. Hey, Chris. interesting. They usually nip me once. Spooking them is the trick. On the tail again and mess up. Tail. Oh, couple more cast, folks, and I'll check that chat. Stick again. And we're snagged again, man. Keep dragging this stuff out and somehow it keeps getting back in the lake. I'm gonna take one more cast with this crappie jig, and then we'll I'll definitely check that chat, folks. I just don't like losing those rooster tails. I really don't. Wind kind of died down completely now, folks. Oh, popped it, man. That was gone. That was gone, folks. Bobber slipped on me too. That was interesting. Make sure that's okay. If that hook looks okay, I was just really working that slowly down that edge. Bobber just went bye-bye. Did it again, man. That time. I think my bobber slipped again. Really slowly today, folks. Just popped it. Oh, man. How am I missing that fish? I missed that fish 3 times. Frustrating when that happens. 3 times that fish popped that bobber, and 3 times I missed him. Definitely want natural colors today, folks. I missed that fish 3 times. 3 times I had that fish pop it and miss it. See 39 people in and 70 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Spencer says, we have Christmas stuff to right now, but it didn't would definitely be fishing. Let's see, no mercy says Miss Giggy. Gator says Maddie. Let's see, Miss Giggy says what fall? Let's see, Miss Giggy says Maddie says I should have read the rules. Let's see, Spencer says hi again. Let's see, Spencer says bye. Let's see, I have to leave to go to mail. I got you, my friend. I appreciate you coming in, and I hope you have a great day. Let's see, look what's going on. See, you should let it sink, then reel it slowly. I've let that crappie jig bounce right on the bottom, and I'm just kind of very, very lightly bouncing it up and down. Let's see, Mitch, what's going on? Michael says, what kind of fish are you fishing for? We're fishing for rainbow trout primarily right now, but I wouldn't be too unhappy if I got a nice big old bass or crappie. Let's see, Fishing Gamer, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Fishing Gamer says hi. There you go. I got you a sub. Let's see, Asia, what's going on? Asia says hello, bro. How's life from Uzbekistan? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. This is St. Louis, Missouri. Hi, Chris. We've caught 3 rainbow trout so far. Working on our 4th. These guys can get very, very tricky sometimes when this wind dies completely. Be very, very slow. I'll tell you what, we're going to switch up on this other rod. I think I'm going to go back to a rooster tail. I'm not sure what color, though, folks. I haven't got great coloration set for darker colors. A real dark day like this. Shad pattern's the best I can get. Man, this line is frayed right here. That's the reason why I lost that last rooster tail, because got some frayed line here. And we're gonna go back to the shad pattern here. Might have a smaller one of these, but apparently I got a 1/8 instead of a 1/16. Come on. You guys have a great Monday, and I hope your weekend went well. Feels like it might have got up to about 50 degrees today. Especially with that wind stop, it definitely feels warmer. Getting any? Hey, Chris.
What's up, buddy?
I went down here the next morning and picked up those, I dropped those the other day. Thanks. I went down here and picked up those trout the other day, the next morning to get those. Get back out here. Interesting enough, when this wind dies, it can be real good or real bad. Sometimes when this wind dies, it can spook them pretty good. They can just get really, really spooky quickly. Sometimes it'll work good, sometimes it'll work bad. Right up, very slowly work that so that spinner spins perfectly straight. Let's bomb a few casts out here deep, folks. What the heck? Yeah, that's about maybe 60 feet out there in the middle of the lake. Got him. Fish on, folks. That's a nice one, folks. I was out there deep. Out there very deep, folks. Come here, buddy. Ah. Yeah, that's a solid pound fish. Number 4 on the feed, folks. Yeah, gotta eat. There you go. Those barbs are pinched down partially, so those hooks come out relatively easily. That's our 4th on the feed, folks. Number 4. Yeah, that's a solid pound fish. Probably a little bit over. It's a gorgeous little rainbow trout. Beautiful. Gotta love it, folks, right? Gotta love it. Yeah, that was way out there, too. I was like way over there in the middle of the lake, close to that island I was casting out there so far. Number 4 on the feed. It's another beautiful fish, folks. Yeah, we're just using artificials today. We don't even got any bait on us. Let's get her in real close here for you guys to see. Just beautiful. Gotta love it. Bye-bye. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hello, Christmas kiss. Thank you, thank you. That tastes good. Let's see, Michael says, where are you located at? This is St. Louis, Missouri. We're on a little lake called O'Fallon Park in St. Louis, Missouri. Let's see, I'm medically retired. Freedom Black Ops, a veteran from southeast of Texas. That's incredible, my friend. I do appreciate you coming in, my friend. I hope you're having a great day. Let's see, Melvin says, thank you for thank you for serving, my friend. Let's see, Alton, what's going on? Alton says, nice fish. Nice catch. I do appreciate that, my friend. I hope guys are hoping to have a great Monday. Yeah, fell for the silver color. I was like working that so slow out there too. Just like 2 or 3 turns and he hit it. That was one on. Just popped off. That was one of those followers, probably just follow it way out in the middle of the lake. And they're way out there today, folks. No way I can even get near them is with this rooster tail.
Oh, look at that.
Bite?
See the deer?
Oh yeah.
That's another.
That's 2 of them.
That's 4.
Hang on, check this out, folks. If I get this on the feed real quick. Check it out. See those couple of deer over there? Yeah, can you believe it? In the middle of North St. Louis. That was just awesome. Yeah, I got it on the feed a little bit. Yeah, that was nice, folks. Oh yeah, pretty good size. All right, let's get back to some fishing, folks. That was a cool little treat there. That's a pretty cool little treat there, folks. Yeah, it's like the 5th time they've torn that sign down. We'll take a couple more casts in these shallows before we'll switch back to the crappie jig, and I'll check that chat. That's a distance I can cast. That's 3/4 of the way on the other side of the lake. I think we'll switch back to the crappie jig, and I can check that chat right now, folks. Let's see, Werewolf, what's going on? Werewolf says hi all. Appreciate you coming in, Werewolf. I hope you're having a great weekend. I hope you're having a great day. And I hope you had a great weekend. Let's see, Werewolf says hi, Danny. Werewolf says hi. Let's see, Jessica says hello. Let's see, Michael says, you're welcome, and that was a beautiful fish. St. Pro bass tournament horses are. I caught a 12-pounder last weekend. That sounds like a good one, my friend. The biggest I've ever got out of this lake is about 7 pounds. Let's see, Werewolf says hi, Chris. Let's see, Frank, what's going on? Rex says good afternoon, Mike. How you doing, Frank? Let's see, Lay, what's going on? Lay says, what's going on in here? We're fishing. We're doing some rainbow trout fishing down in St. Louis, Missouri. Yeah, this is a little lake called O'Fallon Park. Well, little lake. It's about maybe 4 football fields long versus about 3 football fields wide. So it's not that small. It'll take you an entire day to cast around it. Can't believe that one fish hit 3 or 4 times like that and I just missed it. I can't get him to hit again. That little stinker popped it 3 times. Popped that bobber 3 times over here. We've caught 4 of them already. 4 nice rainbow trout so far. No real babies either. All solid pound fish. Got him. Got him. Oh, popped off. Dang it. Had him though. That one don't get to count, folks. That one just popped off on me. Make sure my hook's still good. Oh yeah. Definitely. Sticking to the tip of the finger. Very good. I thought I set the hook pretty good on that one, but still missed him. That was close, folks. Almost had him in. Caught 3 today on, that was and that bobber was going right by the bank. We've caught 3 today on crappie jigs, and we've caught 1 on a rooster tail. Pop it again. Come on, buddy, hit it. Come on. Sometimes when you hook them and they come off on you, they'll keep on hitting. I think I'll take 1 more cast before I'll check that chat, folks. Assuming you don't get a strike and miss it again. Or that sink all the way down to the bottom and just very, very slowly jig that in. By using the bobber, you can really slow it down, even slower than you could with a 1/16 ounce jig, because with the bobber, you're making that lure bounce up and down, as opposed to having to work that thing like that. You can really, really slow her down. Let's see, Werewolf says, how's it going, Mike? Hope you're good. I'm doing okay. We've caught 4 so far. Let's see, Chaos says, Chaos with the goat emojis. Appreciate you coming in, Chaos Goat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Lay says, top water or spinner? Lay, we're using, let me show you, a wide variety of Steve Turner crappiemanjigs.com. These are his, he pours these especially on his live feeds. This is a little, smoky shad pattern. We've gotten 1 on this one. We've also got 2 on Crappie Man Green, which is a neon green. And we've also got 1 on an inline spinner. Kind of switching her up back and forth right now because these guys are starting to get a little spooked. Fishing pressure is getting a little tough down here, so these guys, after being fished for a while, they can start getting spooky. Ah, dang it! Yep, that was gone. The bobber was just gone. Dang it. There it goes again. Just, no way I could have set that hook. No way I could have set that hook in a million years that quickly. I should probably switch this on this other rod, put the rooster tail on this one, just because I seem to be hitting the crappie jig better, and I want to get her out there as deep as I can. More cast with this, and I'll come check that chat again, folks. See if it's the right distance out there. That's good. Get that out there. Middle. Buddy, yep, I saw that bobber go. Just for a second. Ha. It's tricky. And they are quick, folks. When I get a medical discharge as a captain from Bragg, North Carolina, and I got to do some smallmouth fishing. Yep, they definitely don't give up. I agree with that one, my friend. Smallmouth are my favorite target species in the to fish for that I've got around me. Now they are about 20-30 miles out of town, so I don't get to fish for them very often. They are definitely fun. People don't understand how much actually smallmouth will hit topwaters. In the late summer to early fall and springtime when they're bedding up, they are very aggressive. They will smash some of the biggest topwaters out there. My favorite techniques was like using a small hula popper or a grass frog out there around those edges down on the Merrimack River where they come in and bed up. Man, they would obliterate those poppers. I think I might switch this one to the crappie jig and the other one to the rooster tail. That way I can get better distance with that crappie jig. I don't think I'm getting quite far enough out with this 8-pound test. Now the 6-pound test should cast. Plus that 8-pound test, this bigger rooster tail shouldn't sink quite as quickly. I think that sounds like a pretty good plan. One more cast with this and I'm going to switch her up. That way I can get that crappie jig out there deeper. I think we're going to switch this up. We're going to put the crappie jig on this one and the rooster tail on the other one. Way I can get a better distance with this this lighter line. Nope, missed it. Go. Back on there. Put the bobber back on this. By the way, I know Danny hasn't pinned it, but thought I'd mention, PayPal and Cash App's linked in my description. You guys want to donate to the channel, you can. If you don't, it's fine. Just thought I'd mention it. No worries. It's pretty good, getting pretty close to the holidays, my friends. It's Christmas Eve. So yeah, we got a couple days. Pretty good. Cast that pretty good deep. This one I can really get out here, folks. Assuming the bobber don't slip on me, which that just did. That bobber slipped all the way up. Still shallow. Yeah. This thing slipped on me. It's about 2 1/4 feet, so we'll try that first. And that's twice the distance with very little effort. Good bobber. There it is. I could put on I can put on Crappie Man Green again, see if they switch back. Sometimes they'll switch between colors down here, folks. I think we're going to switch back. Wind started blowing in here a little bit again. I think we're going to switch back to Crappie Man. Crappie Man Green. We're going to switch back to this color, folks. This is one of our most effective colors this year, is this little Crappie Man Green. Alrighty. Anything yet?
I haven't got a buck yet. Got me on the call.
Yeah, I think this morning someone come down here and post a whole bunch of for their blood spots, blue spots right down here, very big ones down here. Get someone come down here and catch 20 or 30 of them in a spot, it's really spooky. Hard pressed to get anything after that.
You ever ran into any crop?
I think I rolled one about a week ago, but I wasn't sure. I got it up to the surface. It looked like one, but I'm not 100% sure about it. Don't quote me on it. I couldn't tell. Even on the feed, no, it's okay. It's crappie have been hit pretty good in this lake, so this lake doesn't produce that many. Interesting, folks. Good bobber. See it? Where is it? There it is. I see it now. Interesting. It's just getting a little tough today. Caught 4 today. Should have had 5. We missed one. Had him right up to the bank and popped off. taking that color off was the wrong idea. That's the color that has been working at. Bless you. I think I'll put it back on our fire tiger color. Silver's probably going to be reflecting this cloud, so you won't be able to see it at all. Put this on here, and I'll come check that chat, folks, okay? A lot of sirens out here today, folks. A lot of crap going on the holidays. Around the holidays. Let's check that chat. Frank, what's going on? Frank says, good afternoon, MBP. Let's see, Lay says, top water spinner. Let's see, Richard, what's going on? Richard says, how's it going? Hi, Rich. Let's see, Chris with the googly eyes. Let's see, Early, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. English if you can. If you can't, emojis are fine. See, Bernat, what's going on? Bernat says hi. Let's see, what am I lure today? We're fishing with two different types. We're fishing with, let's see, with inline spinners. These are called Rooster tails in the United States. And we are also fishing with, these small ones, 16th ounce jig heads, different colors, smoky shad pattern for rainbow trout. Also this this little what do you call it? Crappie man green. We caught 4. We missed 1 so far today. Definitely gonna get these strikes. Hoping this little heavier 8-pound test will make it so this rooster tail doesn't sink quite as quickly. It seems like that's one of the problems I have with rooster tails. The bigger rooster tails, they work, it's just they sink too quickly on light line. So if you use like 8-pound test with it, they'll sink a bit slower and you'll get more strikes. Now, smaller rooster tails you can use like 6 4-pound test on, but majority of the rooster tails you get are 1/8 ounce. That might have been one. Come on, buddy, come back and do that again. Keep nipping at it. Dump in the trunk. I get about the same distance with this one as I do with the other one. It's just the other one I can cast a little smaller jig head with it. This is garbage. More sticks. Stick bass, stick bass. I cut my tongue the last time I kept a stick bass down here. lot of fiber in them suckers, but man, it ain't chewy. Back to casting this crappie jig around. It's wrong of me to take that color off. Smoky color was working pretty good there for a minute. At least for a few. Hey Steve, what's going on?
Hey, Mr. Mike, sir. You caught a honey?
4.
Oh, okay.
Just 4. But I ain't using bait today, I'm just using artificial.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't even using bait today, folks, just using artificial. But after this cast, I'll come back and check that chat, folks, okay? It's a problem. Clear is just gonna keep a straight eye on that bobber. That smoky color was working best. Go back to like a natural coloration again. This was working pretty good here, so let me go back to this. Yeah, I'll put a new one on it. It's kind of chewed up after a couple hours. Once I get this on, I'll check that chat, folks.
That's great. You can see four of them. I mean, 5.
They doing it again, Steven?
I just got here, Mr. Mike.
I mean, they doing it again down there?
What?
Keeping too many again?
Yeah, from what he told me.
Yeah, one day they confiscated like 30 something of them, and confiscated the guy's gear, and then he went around the lake and he gave them away. Yeah, but he was only giving like two, like you want two. Makes sense, right? We don't want to take the fish out of here. He just wants to make sure that everyone has a chance to get fish.
Right.
Makes sense.
Well, that's what them bystanders did. Or they locked his ass up. Anyway.
Let's see, only draw fish going on. Says, caught any fish? We've caught 4 rainbow trout so far today, my friends. Thank you, Justin. I do appreciate that donation, my friend. Thank you. That's from Justin Funderburg. You've been thunderstruck. Let's get some WWs in the chat for him, my friends. Thank you, Justin. Let's see, Quan, what's going on? Quad says good afternoon. Let's see, Gwen says Chris. Let's see, Chris says Gwen. Let's see, 21 people still in and 93 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you. Chris says, nice, so you're all set up now. Let's see, Gwen says, yes, I can relax. And Chris, yeah, thank you for them WWWs. Let's see, Glenn says, Thunder WW with the wins. All right, let's get back to this, folks. I want to get another couple fish on feed. And we just went like glass out here, folks. This can be really tricky when it does this. I mean, you just have to go like ultralight. Like the smallest jig heads, the smallest hooks, the smallest everything. Very, very slow things down. I think we're gonna move just a little bit further down here to the right here in a minute. Now we can take some casts to the left as well. Can't work this any slower than this. And that dark black should show up pretty good against this bluish white these clouds. This should be able to see it pretty good. Had a number of strikes today that have just hit and dropped it.
I might try them another day. I can't get enough today.
All right. At least you got out and went the lines, right?
Yeah, since I was out rolling, I had my foals and stuff. I said, let me try to catch one.
Yeah, you should have been out here the other day. They were really hitting hard, but like I said, I think someone hit this spot either yesterday morning or I don't know why people, I mean, like lose your fishing gear, get a number of class A misdemeanors on your record.
Yeah.
Get all those fish taken away. Is it worth it, man?
No, but maybe they don't know no better or something.
I mean, you do realize when them Class A misdemeanors get on your record and you do have something go, they're going to look at that and immediately, yeah, they're going to throw the book at you. I mean, like, one little Class A misdemeanor ain't going to bother you.
I got something like that on mine, but it's green. You got to.
Yeah, I got the little smoky.
Yeah, that's what I probably need. Mine just too long.
Yeah,
That blue one.
natural color one seems to be working pretty.
See that blue one I got on there. They haven't even tested it.
Yeah, I haven't been good. The inline spinner, the blue's been working but this year, like, we haven't had any like clear bluebird days and stuff. I mean, it's always like mucky and cloudy and cool. Either that or like gale force winds.
I sure wish I could run into some of them crappie.
Yeah, people have been hitting it pretty hard down here, you know. I mean, this fall, I think everyone that was fishing for crappie would keep one crappie and take it home. And they don't reproduce great in this lake, so the population's not great. That's why you get the big ones usually.
Yeah, you usually get some big ones in here. I mean, they've been in here. One year, I caught some huge ones.
Quality over quantity, I guess.
Like Fairground, they got some big ones in there.
Yeah, fairgrounds, I always get quantity. I always go down there and wind up catching like 20 or 30 of them, 6, 7 inches long.
Yeah.
Now down here, if I fish for crappie, I might get one crappie, but it might be a pound. Yeah.
Right. I used to catch it right down here. It used to be a barrel, right? 1, 2, 3 slot. Right in here where you caught that down, it used to be a barrel. They used to drop by that barrel. No, I was looking at them geese coming over.
Oh yeah.
I don't want
don't
them.
Look up when they fly over.
I'm telling you, I don't want to run into you. It looks like people might be getting a little hit. Something I just ain't doing right. Yeah, he got it. Yeah, I think he got him once. Let's mess around. I might try for a little longer, but I'm going to try to get by that wall.
Okay. Good luck, buddy. All right, after this cast, I'll check that chat. Working this so slowly, I'm bouncing that bottom of that too. Just dragging that, bouncing it up and down right on the edge of that them leaves. All right, folks. Let me check that chat, see what's going on. See, 26 people in. Let's see, 95 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Kaya, what's going on? Kaya says, "Hey man, you have catch right now. How many have we caught? We've caught 4 so far. We've caught 4 rainbow trout, about a pound each." Kaya says, "We had the same hobby." It's fun, my friend. FTL, what's going on? FTL says, "Hey, MVP." FTL says, "Any catches?" Yeah, we've caught 4 rainbow trout. We've also had 1 pop off right by the bank. Let's see. FTL says, "Yep, like number 95, number 94. Let's see. Chris says, "Trout so far." Let's see. Casting Card, what's going on? Casting Card says, "Yo." Yeah, he's having a great Monday. I hope your weekend went well. Now that I'm down here to the right, now we don't cast. I'm casting here. My right, my left, your right. We're working our way back here in a minute. All my strikes were down here to the left. Stick bass. Stick bass. That was a fish. That was one. Popped off. And we got a whole bunch of geese just moved down here to our right. I think they just took over that shoreline over there. Look how close I cast this crappie jig in here to the bank without getting snagged. It's a little shallow, I think. Goopers incoming, goopers! Goopy goopy gooper guts. Goopy goopy gooper guts. You couldn't go in over there where you could just walk in. Now you had to go in over here where you had to fly in. I don't get it. They're just being a nuisance today, folks. Let me put on a little pinky in the brain color here. Assuming I can find one, and I'll come check that, chat. I've got these little itty bitty stinkers in here if I can find them. They're one of the smallest soft plastics I've got in here. I've been using them up. And these little things have been getting torn to pieces by everything. Skipjack and white bass, rainbow trout, bluegill, crappie, everything's been tearing these things up this year. All right, let's check that chat and see what's going on. Let's see, 26 people, and we've broken the 100 barrier. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's just incredible. Let's see, Scott says, yo, MVP. Let's see, Kaya says, meet from Philippines. This is St. Louis, Missouri. We're in a little lake called Fallon Park in St. Louis, Missouri. Let's see, Chris says, don't forget to like people and share the live out. It will help MVP. It helps out the channel. I've oftentimes said, folks, this is our channel. Without you guys, I would not have a channel. So this is as much my channel as it is yours. That's why if you want a certain type of fishing and I'm around that location, I can get to it, I'll definitely do that. That's another thing with donations. Those donations are your donations. You can ask me whatever you want to get for the channel. If you want me to try a certain type of lures, I'll get that, and I'll try them as quick as I can. Same thing with the fishing gear. If you want me to upgrade fishing gear, you want me to try a certain type of rod and reel. Hey, the sun's trying to pop out. Well, I tried for a second or two there. Yeah, the sun just came out for about a second. Oh, that bob was going to the left. I saw that. Something I think just took a whack at it. Just ran at it or something. Very quick swipe on that one. We did get one fish on the silver rooster tail. I might switch back to it. We at least got one fish on that little silver rooster tail. We still got 4 and missed 1 on the feed, folks. Caught 4 nice trout, about a pound each, and we missed a 5th. One more quick change here before we focus in on these guys. I think silver is going to be our best bet because this fire tiger just doesn't seem to be getting anything. I did get some strikes in the silver, so I think I should go back to it. And I don't know how much more of this cold I can take, folks. It's okay when the wind isn't blowing on you, but when the wind is blowing on you down here, it's pretty cold. That line. At least I caught at least one fish on this, and I had a couple strikes. But those other two colors don't seem to be working at all as far as rooster tails today. I get about the same distance with one as the other, so weigh about the same. Ah, snag again. Right. Stick. Whole bunch of sticky sticks. All right, last cast, folks, and I'll check that chat. And I will be for again. Oh man, gonna be one of them days, folks. Gonna be one of them days. Got time. Okay. Let's see. Message retracted. Let's see, Josh with the message retracted. Let's see. Doing fishing with rivers. Oh, fishing with rivers. Yes, a lot of our feeds during the summertime is down here fishing at the Mississippi River, down by the Arch in St. Louis. We catch a lot of big old grass carp, buffalo carp, common carp, channel catfish, flathead, bluegill, and white perch, and skipjack, herring, and drum. I do a lot of different fishing all around St. Louis. Let's see, Miss Giggy doesn't seem quite as windy, but the temperature is about 8 or 10 degrees cooler. So take the good with the bad. These ribs are about to drive me crazy. The 5 keeps flaring up. I'm sorry, Gator. You might want to put some water on that barbecue pit. Let's see, 42 people in. Let's see, and 103 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Let's see. Well, don't bum them, Gator. Let's see, Zappin, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Zappin says hello. Let's see, Chris says nope. All right, let's get back to the chat. Let's get back to the fishing, folks. We've caught 4 on the feed so far today. Missed the 5th, but it's a little slower than normal. I think this has just been hit pretty heavily recently. Won't be long before they stock it again. They'll have one more stocking this year before they'll quit stocking it, and these fish will be here till about June before that heat pushes them to their limits. That was a pop. Yep, that bobber was gone. Just a split second behind him. I hate it when they do that. You see that bobber? You bop the bobber and it goes in the other direction and goes bye bye. Very, very slowly today, folks. Usually we work this crappie jig quite a bit faster, but they seem to be very, very slow today. Again, I think this spot was hit heavily recently because there's some markings of where people have cleaned the fish down here and left the yuck stuff around. Pretty much just means if they threw any of that into the water, these fish are fed up because rainbow trout are cannibals. They will eat their own. Yeah, that's kind of gross, but it's true. Definitely not a bad day, folks. I mean, this is December, so getting out fishing at any time this time of the year it's just a blessing. It really is. You don't have to catch a ton of fish. Catching a few fish is very enjoyable out here. Now, you know, it's better if you catch a whole bunch, but I don't like getting skunked, so if I catch one, I'm happy. Of course, you know, 20 or 30 is a good too. I mean, especially this time of the year, this water temperature can't be in the low to mid 30s. We still got last night. We still got below freezing, like 31 degrees. So. By you like Metro P individuals, that is 31 degrees is minus 1 degree Celsius. Minus one something. It's below freezing for sure. Hard pressed to see anyone catching any fish. I saw Steven over there. Steve catch one over there. Hey, who knows who you are? That guy over there could be Steve.
Say my name. Every time you say my name.
Oh boy. Check that, see what's going on, folks. Let's see, Miss Giggy says a prime one skater. Let's see, Dorothy, what's going on? Dorothy says hello, Mike. Appreciate you coming in, Dorothy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Edith, what's going on? Edith says hi. Hi, Edith. Or Editha? 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 Or Editha? Ah. The sticks and garbage again. One of the problems with casting an inline spinner is that that stuff, any type of stuff you hit on the bottom, that exposed treble hook is gonna stick it pretty good. There goes the drone. I see that drone over there. Hey, it's a public lake. You can film all you want, Mr. Drone. Yeah, that's just a little public drone. That's not even a Mr. one. One trout I got out here on the Rooster tail, I dive bombed it out here in the middle of the lake. So I think a few casts out here as far out as I can get it. Garbage. Another stick. Get off there, stinker. I'm gonna move just a little bit further down here to the right. Reset over here real quick. Get in here real close to this cove down here. Take a few casts. I started getting a few strikes there, so I wanted to kind of hold there for a minute, but that spot seems to have calmed down. All right, let me go get my. We're back, folks. And move her over just a little bit. Looks pretty good. Pretty good, folks. Might try a couple different colors down here again, switch her up. Pinky and the brain don't seem to be working today. Pinky and the brain color. Got 3 on crappie man green. We also got 1 on a rooster tail today so far. Got him. Oh, popped off. Dang it. How did I miss that fish? Dang. That bobber was gone. I had to hook it. Still missed it. That was reeling very slowly, folks. Just barely bouncing that right off the bottom. A lot of shots down here, folks. Yeah, that wind is getting a little nipply. Let's go in here real shallow. There's one hit the surface right there. Very shallow in there, so I'm not expecting a structure there. Our bobber slip again. I'm fishing way deeper than it is out here. That's the only way to get them to really strike. See that bobber? There it is. Not as many as our previous days, but I think they're getting caught out again. I think they're just getting caught out again, folks. That's as far distance as I can get with that crappie jig. So far, I can barely see that bobber. I think I will switch up colors here before I check that chat. Let's see, what should I try here? Guess I should go back to Crappie Man Green. This is one of my most effective colors recently, has been this Crappie Man Green. Great. That's a little bit too far on. Still off. Pretty good. Let's see, FTP says any catches. Let's see, Jacobs, Joshin says hi. See, John says, not according to me. I double tapped and it turned into 100. On my side, it says 111, my friend. Let's see, Chris, what's going on? And Chris says, hey. Let's see, John says, how are you doing fishing rivers? Let's see. Mo says hi. Hi, Mo. Mope. Let's see, Miss Giggy says, Prime wants Gator. Boy, I don't know why I got back in chat here that much. Let's see, Fishing with Alexander, what's going on? New rod is looking great. Yep, definitely, my friends. Little Ozark 12, she casts like a bullet. Let's see, Braxton says, how many fish have you caught today? We've just caught 5 on the feed today. No, 4. We had 4 and we had one come up right by the bank. Let's see, Braxton. Braxton says hi. How you doing today, guys? Guys and gals out in YouTube. Yeah, I hate that. That hookup. That was just bad. I put that on wrong. I just ruined that one. Put a new one on. That is a much better time putting it on. That's way better. What I put to do with my rooster tail? Way over there, didn't I? Yeah, I've been taking a few casts of rooster tail over here since I moved over. Starting to get late, folks. That we don't get much sun this time of the year in the United States. It gets dark pretty early this area of the United States. Oh, pop right there. Just had him on right there. Man, the last second he hit it. Man, that just. Can you believe it when they do that? Like right at the rod tip. On it. That got this plastic. Previous one wasn't because I saw the fish flashing when it got near the surface. Why I never take that rooster tail out of the water until it gets right, so you can't reel it anymore. I don't know how many strikes I've gotten over the years. Right when you're about ready to pull that bait out of the water, on the stick. That should come off. It didn't. right by the bank. Maybe he'll hit the crappie dude in here. I don't know. Let's find out. He was in here right by the bank. A lot of sirens over there, folks. Fortunately, that's the way it is in the city a lot of times. Wait, one more. It's frustrating when you miss a fish like that. Come on. We've been in 254. I think we'll do a 3-hour feed today, folks. My hands are starting to get a little numb. About filling the water there. See, yep, 4 rainbow trout. Stick. Yep, 11 stick trout. Yep. About right. We're gonna give it another about 6 minutes. That way we can get to the 3-hour barrier, folks. And I just got snagged, and that's probably not gonna come off. Yeah, I got it off. Surprised I got that off. We're gonna do a little bit more movement here, folks. We're gonna move back up here to the to where we began, way up here, where we started. Yeah, we got our best strikes actually our first location down here. Yeah, our best strikes were right here, right where we started. Odd them doing that, but they did. I don't know why they did that, but we only got a few more minutes left, folks, so let's get back to where we started and see if we can get one more on here on the feed. That's tied up. That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah, I ain't bringing any corn today. We just been using artificials today. We just got a few more minutes today, folks. We're not going to do a 4-hour today. 3 hours sounds pretty good. Hands are getting cold. The wind's starting to pick up, as you guys can see. Sure would like to get another one on here for you folks, but I'm not sure if you guys are going to cooperate. I just think they're starting to get caught out, folks. It's been a while since they stocked it, so I think they started to get caught out, folks. They'll restock this one more time this year, hopefully. Oh, that's a pop. Man, that was just gone. I almost think it was just totally gone. You guys probably even saw that on the feed, how fast and how hard that fish hit. I just went and it went the other direction. Got him that time. Got him that time. Got him that time. Come here, buddy. Come here. All right, we broke the 5. We've got 5 today, folks. That's a good way to end a feed. Gorgeous little male. That little stinker was tough to hook. On Steve Turner. That's another gorgeous fish, folks. Yeah, that's a good way to end a feed. Good way to end a feed is on a fish. Number 5, folks. Number 5. And that's definitely the prettiest and best of the day. Now, not the biggest we've gotten today. This is probably about 8/10 of a pound. Not quite a pound. Well, most of our other fish were over a pound, so this is definitely the prettiest. Just the gorgeous little male, folks. Check out those colors. Just gorgeous. Is that a great way to end a feed? I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We were able to get one more on the feed right before we quit, didn't we? Just gorgeous. Let's get him in here close up for you guys to check out. Yep, he's tightened up. He wants in. He wants back in, folks. Yep, he wants back in. All right. All right, buddy. See ya. Thank you. Appreciated. Yep, 3 hours and 1 minute. Awesome, folks. Yep, Chris says, nice one. Let's see, Braxton says, nice. All right, I think we're going to shut her down, folks. 36 people still in and 115 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. It's getting pretty cold out here. I think we're going to shut her down. Hands are getting quite white, so it's time to just shut her down. Let's see, Lisa, what's going on? Hi, Lisa. And thank you guys for coming in. Danny, thank you Gator, thank you Justin, thank you for the donation, my friends. Hope you have an awesome day, and I hope you have a great week. I hope you have a great holidays if I don't see you again. Thank you, appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next.